Hey you, out there in the cold, getting lonely, getting old, can you feel me? Hey you, standing in the...
It's the 11th of May, 10 o'clock at night. I'm doing this in candlelight because in the Venezuelan embassy in Washington, D.C., there are some young activists, enlightened activists, who are trying to help the Venezuelan people to hold on to their sovereign territory, which is at that embassy. They've been asked and invited to do so by the Venezuelan people. So what's happening? Outside the embassy, there are Venezuelan thugs who are threatening these young activists and who are also trying to create a blockade on the embassy to try and drive these young people out. And they're doing that with the connivance of and help from the United States government. Not only are the secret police and the local DC police, I believe, helping to prevent other activists from sending food into the embassy, but Mike Pompeo today, or maybe it was yesterday, ordered that the electricity be cut off, which it has been. So they have no electricity. And also I'm told that today the water's been cut off as well. So they have no electricity or water. So if you're thinking about it, this is what they'll be eating for dinner in there. Cold beans, if they've got any left. Nobody is allowed to pass any food to them. Why is the American government behaving like this? It's entirely illegal, entirely contravenes all international law and the Vienna Conventions and all other conventions and the UN Charter. The Venezuelan embassy is the sovereign property of the Venezuelan people and the Venezuelan government. Now, as we know, the United States government has tried to effect a military overthrow of the Venezuelan government 5 times in the last few weeks. They've failed miserably every time because the Venezuelan people believe in the Bolivarian revolution that took place in the 90s and finishing with the election of Hugo Chavez as the president of Venezuela in 1998. And they have absolutely no intention of relinquishing that system to a puppet like Guaido, who is being prepared and is happy to act as a puppet in a puppet government run for the benefit of the United States government. The United States government has never got over the fact that United States corporations lost control of the oil in 1998, and ever since then they've been trying to get it back, and this is hopefully their last throw of the dice. But in the meantime, there are young Americans putting their lives on the line, trying to help their neighbors in Venezuela defend their sovereign property in Washington, D.C. Help them. Get down there. Light a candle for them. Write to your congressman. Make a fuss. Because this doesn't just affect everybody in Venezuela. This is the lifeblood of the United States of America. Is disappearing down the drain. This is the start of the brown shirt revolution. And if you let Pompeo and Trump and the rest of them, Abrams, get away with this, they will stop nowhere. They have to be stopped. They have to be persuaded to abide by the rule of law. Okay, that's all I have to say. Except, I'm glad I'm not having to eat cold beans in the Venezuelan embassy, and I bet you're glad too. So help these brave young men and women who are standing up for your rights and for mine.